Here are some Facebook ads don'ts if you are leveraging ads in order to grow your childcare business. Hey there, welcome back to another video. My name is Christina Rizakos. I am a childcare business marketing expert. And before I dive into today's training, I wanted to make sure that you subscribed to the channel, but you also click the notification button so that you can stay informed every single time I update a brand new marketing video. So what are some Facebook ads don'ts when you are leveraging the power of paid ads in order to be able to grow enrollments, boost traffic, and visibility to your childcare program? Facebook ad don't. Number one, not having a clear marketing strategy in place before starting your ads. So what does that mean? That means that before you start boosting posts or creating videos or creating conversion campaigns inside your ads manager, you want to make sure that you have a clear strategy written down, outlined, so that you can follow. So what does that look like? Well, number one, you have to have a clear audience that you are showing your content to. You want to make sure that you know the journey that you want to take a potential client on, like what is your main objective. You want to make sure that you are leveraging the right type of campaign, right? Inside Ads Manager, when you're starting to play around with ads, you'll see that there are a lot of things you can do with ads, right? So is this an ad that you want to grow an email list? Maybe this is an ad that you just want to allow more local moms and dads to become aware of your program. Maybe it's a lead generation ad where you want to get people to opt in for, a discount or some type of promotion that you're offering in exchange of their email address. So that's the first step. You need to know exactly what type of campaign that you want to start with. After that, you want to make sure that your audience is on point, right? We have a lot of tools accessible to us inside of our ads manager. So knowing exactly where your local audience is hanging around online, knowing how to target them properly is also something else that you have to think about. After that, you want to think about your ad budget, right? You have to know what your budget is when you are starting ads, and not being clear on that, well, that can get you in deep trouble. So make sure you have a budget set out that is specifically set for Facebook and Instagram ads, so that you know that, that's the amount that you're comfortable spending every single month, and then you can just make that work for your business. You also have to make sure that you have a landing page where you're sending all this traffic that actually relates to what it is that you're posting about, right? So Facebook actually checks landing pages every time we are directing traffic off of Facebook. So for example, if I am running an ad campaign, asking people to opt in to get a special training from me for free, Facebook is actually going to check the landing page that I'm sending all this traffic to. And that landing page has to have all the right information on it, but it also has to relate to what I am advertising on my paid ad campaign, right? So if you don't have that set up, then you can your ad will not get approved. So make sure that that is up and running and that it's set up before you start investing in ads. The last thing you want to think about is what this journey is going to look like for a potential mom or dad, right? So what is the intention behind this ad campaign, right? So you want to think of this in a strategic way, in a way that makes sense for your business. So someone that has never heard of your business before, someone that has never heard the name of your business, they don't know about your home daycare, they don't know about your preschool program, maybe they're new in the area. So what do you think this client wants to see or read when they're scrolling on social media? That's a good place to start. What is this journey that you want to take them on? If you are trying to get people to sign up to your email list right away after never having seen or seen your business or exposed to your brand, that's going to be very difficult, right? So maybe starting with like a video views campaign where you're kind of putting your program out there in a very cost-effective way as well, right? I want to add that in. Well, maybe that could be a strategy that can work better, right? So putting some videos out for a couple of dollars a day to really get more traffic on your business, on your posts, to really warm up people to your program. And then in the next step of your campaign, well, maybe then you can focus on asking them to opt in or to book a call with you. Maybe you can ask them to opt in to a special discount, or maybe you have an event and you want them to reserve their spot by clicking on a link, right? So maybe having someone to kind of take that next step to opt in for something that you're offering, well, that's going to be a little bit easier versus just trying to get that right from the beginning, because most people, they need at least 7 to 8 times to be exposed to your business, to your services or what you're offering before they actually take that next step. So you have to think about what your goal is, how much money you have to spend every single month, what your objective is in the long run. And you want to think about this person that's never heard of your business before. They don't know what you're about. And you want to think about what types of things would they want to see so that they can stop the scroll and watch your video or read through your post and then take that next step after that. Facebook ad don't number 2 is don't expect paid traffic to fully book your program. What I mean by that is a lot of clients that I work with think the more the money they spend, the faster they're going to be able to fully book their program. And that's not how this works. So every time you're creating an ad or you're boosting a post or you're recording a video and you're uploading it and then you're running traffic to it, you are competing for a spot, right, on this busy traffic. Let's pretend our social media feed is like a busy traffic highway, and you are basically competing for a spot on this super busy highway that your local moms are on all day long, probably, right? And the more money you spend, maybe your big bulletin board is going to be a little bit bigger than maybe somebody else is spending a little bit less than you. But you have to also understand that every time you're creating ad campaigns, what are you doing exactly? It's basically creating content, right? So a video or some type of post that you wrote, maybe a graphic you design, and then you are placing or leveraging money behind it. That's all that paid traffic is. It's taking your content and adding some money behind it so that Facebook can take it and show it to more people, right? So Facebook is not a slot machine where you're putting money in and then all of a sudden your program is fully booked. You're basically just getting the word out locally to more moms and dads, right? So instead of posting online all the time or instead of going door to door and passing out flyers, well, this helps you get more reach on your platform, more visibility, more eyeballs on your website. But, for example, if you're spending $100 a day on ads and, every time someone lands on your website, things don't look aligned, the links are broken, every time they go on your website to kind of follow you online or on social media, while you're rarely posting, they don't understand what your services are, things are just kind of like not really aligned, then they will not stick around, right? Same as when you're running traffic and you're getting people to come and visit you, to book a tour and to visit you face to face, and then your tour process or your sales pitch isn't really converting them into paying clients, right? Facebook is really just like a vehicle that could get your content, your brand, what you offer out to more eyeballs, but it's not a slot machine that's magically going to fully book your program or fix a crappy program or fix like a tour process that doesn't really convert. It's not going to do that for you. Facebook ad don't number 3 is do not start campaigns with that have as objective a conversion. So a conversion is basically when you're telling Facebook, hey Facebook, take this video or take this content that I created and go get me people that are ready to convert. So basically to give me their name and their email address in exchange of something, right? Maybe you have a promotion, maybe you have a coupon code that you want to offer, a free trial, whatever it is, and you're telling Facebook, I want you to take this and get me people to opt in, right? Facebook thinks that these people are buyers, potential buyers, and they're going to charge you more for every conversion. So if you're running a small childcare business, even if it's just a regular sized childcare business, starting with a campaign that has as objective a conversion is much more expensive than if you were going to start, for example, an engagement post or a video views campaign, right? These are different objectives, and every single objective obviously has a different cost to it. So if you've never placed an ad before, if you're brand new, inside your ads manager, you don't know how to start with ads, the last thing you want to do is start with a conversion campaign, because you are going to pay more money for every single person that lands or opts in to the whatever it is that you're offering. So you want to make sure that you're starting with either a video views campaign or maybe a traffic campaign or an engagement campaign, which can get you a lot of reach for like as little as $2 to $3 a day. Facebook ads don't. And number 4 is don't skim on creating quality posts and creatives. So I know that, for a lot of childcare business owners, they don't necessarily think of themselves as content creators or graphic designers or, being real comfortable in front of the camera. But if you are going to start creating ad campaigns, you have to get over that mindset. You have to be okay with trying different things, signing up for a free Canva account, recording videos, going live on your social media platforms, and not kind of half-assing this, because it's so important. If you are ready to start investing money in ads, you have to be okay with taking a little bit of extra time to making sure the graphics that you're creating are high definition, pleasing to the eye, stop the scroll worthy, right? You want to make sure that every time you're going live that you have an outline to follow, that things kind of flow well. You want to make sure every time you record a video, so let's say you record a video for one of your ads, that again, you have a nice outline to follow, that you're hooking someone in right from the beginning, and that you have valuable information to share, This does matter. Number 1, it's going to help you stop the scroll faster, which is what we want. Number 2, it's going to give you an edge over your competitors if you are creating amazing ad campaigns that stop the scroll, parents are engaged, they're clicking, they're sharing, they're commenting. And number 3, it's going to get the price of your ads to drop, which is also a great thing to have, especially if you venture off and you start retargeting your audiences with, conversion campaigns, or, maybe you want to start an email list later on, right? So it's really going to help you in terms of not spending a lot of money. So don't jump over, taking the time to figure out how Canva works, and how to record videos and going live, because it's really going to help you when it comes to creating your ad campaigns. And lastly, do not boost posts without knowing what you're doing. So I see this happening a lot inside my marketing agency. My clients tell me, I boosted a post once for $50 and no one called, and I figured, it was a scam and Facebook ads don't work. Don't do that. There is a strategy behind, boosting a post, and I'm not telling you never to leverage it. Obviously, I believe in them. I do boost posts for my clients, for my business as well, but that's not where I begin, right? So when you're boosting a post, you're basically taking something that you created on your business page, right? And it's just a faster way of creating an engagement campaign. So you just click the little button underneath that says boost post. And then you see something else that pops up where you get to put in, a target audience and all that stuff. So when you're boosting a post, you have to make sure, number 1, you know who you're boosting it to, right? So you're basically telling Facebook, take people that I decide, right? So you set your audience, and take $10 for the next 3 days and show this post to more of these people. So you can target, let's say, people that are living in your area. You can target people that have already viewed your video campaigns if you've done those before. You can target people that are following your business page, right? Again, Facebook wants you to be paying for ads because the algorithm doesn't really favor organic posting. So, let's say you're posting every day. That doesn't necessarily mean that everyone that's following you is actually going to see it. In fact, 4 or 5% of your followers are actually going to stay to get the update that, she posted something new. So you have to make sure that, you're posting consistently, right? You're posting valuable information. But when you're boosting a post, you want to make sure that you're boosting it to the right audience so that Facebook takes this post and shows it to the right people that you decided for, like, $10 or $20 for the next 4 days or something. So don't start boosting posts not knowing what you're doing, clicking all the buttons, and then spending your money and then not getting any return, and then thinking that Facebook ads don't work. That's not how boosted posts works. There is a place and a time for them. I usually like boosting posts after a video views campaign. I like to get the engagement up on a Facebook business page. I want to get some comments, some likes. I really want to collect that data. And then after that, I will boost posts that are of value. So every time my client goes live, every time she has a special promotion or an open house invite, every time there's an article or a blog type post, like a value post, like I call, that got a lot of engagement organically, then I'll go in and I'll boost it for $10 or for 2 to 3 days, for example. But I won't boost a post just because it's easier to do so, right? So boosted posts, again, have their place and their time in a marketing strategy, but it's not the first thing you should be doing when you are creating ad campaigns and leveraging paid traffic to grow your business. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you leverage the power of Facebook ad campaigns. I've posted a few interesting resources underneath this video, so make sure you click on them. And then as usual, let me know if you have any questions underneath the comment section. See you guys next week.